Hey, welcome back to Trucking with Velox 18. I'm running back to the truck. I had to go inside and get myself some snacks and stuff. I woke up late. And if you didn't watch yesterday's video, today's video, we're on a bit of a time crunch. We got to get to Newport, Virginia. We're down in Georgia right now. And I got to get there by 6 p.m. The plan was, as soon as my 10 hours was up, at 7:49, I was gonna get the heck out of here. What I did was I set myself an alarm for 7 o'clock to wake up, and then an alarm for 7:49, so I'd know, all right, 10 hours is up, time to get going. But what happened was, 7 o'clock came and went, 7:49, I wake up, and I'm like, I'm supposed to leave right now. And yeah, I'll explain more after we roll the music. All right. So basically, this load was supposed to be a team load, for those of you just joining the process here, if you didn't watch yesterday's video. So it was supposed to be a team load. They didn't list it as a team load, and then I overlooked it on the rate confirmation. So, you know, me and the broker split the responsibility for that 50-50. And she talked to the customer rep, and he said, I'll leave him on it as long as he can get there by 6 p.m. on Saturday. So I said, that shouldn't be a problem. I should be able to do that. So we got this thing on the truck. Now, it took them a little while longer yesterday to load it than I thought it would. I thought they'd load it up quicker than they did. Right? Always. You always think. No, but I read some reviews of that place that they were quicker than what they were for me. So we all right, sorry for the interruption. I had a little, there was some weird road noise and a little shimmy, and I wasn't sure if it was the road or if it was the truck, so I was sitting there listening. I ended up pulling over when we crossed over into South Carolina and going to the Welcome Center little rest area just to double check, make sure I didn't miss anything. You guys saw I was a little bit in a hurry this morning, so my walk around may not have been as thorough. May not have been. I'm not saying it wasn't, but may not have been as thorough as it should be. If any DOT is watching, you know, this is for entertainment purposes only. But anyway, so that kind of derailed my little storytelling time there. But basically, I thought I would get more miles done yesterday and have a shorter drive today, but I ended up not even getting into South Carolina until this morning. So I stopped just short of South Carolina. I was still in Georgia, and we have 480 miles to do today. The GPS says 7 hours, but I'm certain that it's going to take me over 8, which probably puts me into the time frame where I'll have to take a 30-minute break at some point before I get there. So now we're talking about 8.5, 9 hours, and this guy really wants to get in front of me, huh? Go ahead, bud. Go for it. Have at it. Roll that coal. Anyway, so I left more miles today than I kind of originally wanted to. We are a little bit crunched for time, and then I woke up late. My 2-alarm system saved me. And actually, what the funny part is, that alarm, the one that ended up waking me up, which was the alarm set for me to leave, it's kind of like my YouTube alarm, because a lot of times I'll be recording my intro right before I'm trying to leave, and that alarm will go off letting me know, hey, you know, your 10 hours is up, it's time to start trucking, you need to wrap this up. Because I just sit there and I talk and talk and talk, and then I'm like, man, I don't want to talk that much, I gotta re-record this, and then I delete it, and then I re-record another intro where I talk even more, and I'm like, oh man, I gotta re-record that. And it takes me a while to get one where it's even as quick as the ones you see. You guys don't realize, if I just let it go, if I just took my first take of each section that I talk to you guys, every video would be over an hour long, because I just keep talking. It's like a disease. I got the talk too much disease, talk too much itis. Anyway, so now we're in a hurry today. That's all that we're saying. All because yesterday we found out we were on a team load. We promised the broker that we'd be able to make it, so he wouldn't pull us off the load, and now we got to follow through on that. I thought I'd be there closer to 3 o'clock, you know, when I did the math yesterday, and then I was like, well, I'm going through Atlanta, maybe that's more like 4 o'clock. And then today it's like, yeah, it might be closer to 5 o'clock. So we're getting closer and closer to that 6 p.m. cutoff, and I just need to make sure that I come through. All right, let's get on down the road. I'll be yapping way too much. Let's go. We just stopped here to use the restroom at a rest area in where am I? North Carolina, Davidson County. But we've got 265 miles to go, so we're making good time. We may be able to do it in under that 8-hour mark, so we don't have to take a 30-minute break. So that would be good. We could get there before 4 p.m. and not have to worry about taking a 30-minute break right before we get there. So that's my goal right now, is just to get there before 4. So fingers crossed. You guys like my shirt? I mentioned a few videos back that my dad had a Brickyard 400 shirt that he like wore the crap out of when I was a kid. He wore that thing out until it was like all holy and tattered, and he'd still wear that thing out doing yard work and stuff. And I don't know why it was like such a memorable shirt, and he loved it so much. He just wore it so much. But this is basically the shirt. It's 1 year off. So his was from 94 and this one's from 95, but it's the same exact design, pretty close to the same color scheme and everything. So my brother found it for me on eBay and had it shipped to me. So I'm rocking it. Today was the day that we were supposed to be doing his memorial, but it got postponed a week. So I'm just wearing this and rocking it, you know, just thinking about my dad. So that's what I'm doing, and we're gonna keep on trucking, man. Like I said, trying to get there in under 8 hours. That's the plan. That'd be pretty good to do 485 miles in under 8 hours. That's a good. We're moving at a good clip. So anyway, all right, let's hit the road again. I'll just catch up with you guys later. Fast motion, that was fun, but I'll just catch up with you guys when we get up into Virginia or something like that. All right, we are up here in Virginia, and we are taking this Highway 58 in Virginia, and we're gonna cut over eastbound now, kind of northeast, east-northeast, and start heading over towards Norfolk, I don't know how to pronounce that. Norfolk, Virginia. Norfolk, I don't know. But we've got a little ways to Newport News, like 120 miles or so. But County Mounties over here pulling people over. Watch out now. All right, so yeah, so right now I'm just gonna go over here. The trucker GPS said this is a good truck route. I also saw a couple truck stops, like at different intervals over by 95. There's a couple truck stops, and then even beyond that, a couple truck stops. So I feel pretty good that this is a truck route. You always got to wonder for certain state highways. You know, state routes are a little iffy sometimes, so I don't always trust. You know, when it just because it's a highway doesn't necessarily mean, especially out here in the South and then on the East Coast, the state routes. I'm like, this is a highway. This feels like, I don't even know what it feels like. It feels like a crazy old back road. They got a number on it, and it's a state highway. So anyway, we'll keep getting down the road, and we'll get over there shortly. Shouldn't take us too long. I mean, a couple hours, and we'll be there. So we're still on pace to make it in under 8 hours. So that's still the goal, and hopefully we keep up the pace.
Hey, you got it on.
Yeah, I got it on. What's going up?
Man, I watch you on YouTube all the time, brother.
Hey, I'm recording right now, bro. You're gonna be on there.
Hey, I appreciate it, man. Hey, my YouTube is on VA Trucker, I think 91, man. Hey, look, I'm excited right now, so.
VA Trucker 91.
Yes, sir. Hey, man, look, I'm gonna definitely look for this video, man. You drive safe.
All right, man. You too. Hey, good talking to you. Thanks for shouting out on the CB. I'm glad I was stopped at a stoplight. It seemed like I had a connection with him a little bit longer than I have with other people. Once we pass, it's like I never keep contact. My short little antenna back there. I need to stop talking about it. I actually need to go get a bigger antenna. Get one of those 6-foot Shakespeare's. Me and old CB. All right. Sorry, that's from a song. I already had said we're going to keep on getting down the road, so we're going to keep on getting down the road. Thanks for saying what's up, Mr. VA Trucker 91, and yeah, I'll catch up with you guys when we get over near, I'm definitely going to record when we go over the bridge into Newport News. I see that we're going to take a decently long bridge, so those are usually fun, so I got to record that, but so that'll probably be the next thing you see, probably, unless something exciting happens in the next 100 miles or so. Some of you are laughing right now because I just saw a sign that said tunnel 6.5 miles ahead, and my exit is like 8 miles ahead or something like that. So I'm not gonna go see that tunnel 6 miles. So I'm not gonna go over a bridge over that water. I think we're gonna go in a tunnel under that water. That's weird. A bridge underwater. I don't know how I feel about that one. That's Crazy one. Vehicle's over 14.6 high, 10.6 wide, stop for inspection. Alright, I think we're good. Anyway, alright. Yeah. Some of you who've been down here before, you're like, why does he think he's going to go across a bridge? I'm just looking at the road goes over the water. At least that's what it looks like on the vehicles with hazmat / gas bottles. Stop for inspection. I think we're good. No stopping for inspection for us. Just keep on trucking. Alright, so we do got a bridge. So it must be a bridge to a tunnel. A bridge into a tunnel. This, I don't know. Now you guys are laughing even harder. You guys are like, he literally knows nothing. You're right, man. I know nothing. So there's a bunch of boats out there, but everyone's standing in waist deep water, just hanging out. They're doing like a little, what they call it in Santa Barbara. UCSB had this huge like Floatopia or something like that, where everyone, like they made a mandate where you couldn't drink on the beach, but if you were on a boat, you could drink, or if you were floating. So everyone floated just offshore and just sat there and got wasted, and UCSB, all the UCSB students and all that stuff. So it kind of backfired on the city for making it no drinking on the beach. They said, all right, we'll go float around on inner tubes and get drunk. They like had rafts with big old whatchamacallits in them, ice chests in them and stuff. So kind of looked like what was going on back there. Is that like the Chesapeake Bay version of Floatopia? Let's see. Keeps talking about this tunnel. Okay, so it looks like we hit like a little island, man-made island thing out here, and then I think we go under to go the rest of the way through the bay. That's weird, man. That's weird. I mean, I guess depending on which way the wind blows in and stuff, I guess I'd rather be underground and underwater than up on like a high span of a bridge with wind blowing real hard or something. So, but going under the water seems like tunnels are like, you know, it's kind of crazy, but then you put a bunch of water on top of it. I don't know, for some reason it makes it feel different. Like a mountain is any different than water. I don't know. Either way, if that tunnel collapses, I'm dead. It's not like it's not like there's any like, oh no, it's okay. It's just, you know, a huge mountain collapsed in on the tunnel. I don't know. My wife is deathly afraid of bridges over water. Like, she would be hiding her face right now and tearing up and crying because she's just scared of bridges over water. I don't know. We took a trip up to Washington State, and I wasn't 21 yet, I want to say, or maybe I wasn't 25 yet. I don't remember, but she had to drive the rental car. I wasn't allowed to, and we left Tacoma Airport, SeaTac Airport, and she went across one bridge and pulled over and said, "You got to drive the rest of the way because there's so many bridges all the way there." So I illegally drove the rental car because she almost had a nervous breakdown on the first bridge. So, all right, here we go. Really weird thinking that the ocean's above us right now. I know there's like, you know, super long tunnels. Like, I'm pretty sure there's a, I forget what it's called, but it's the tunnel between, that goes under like the English Channel, like between France and England. Like, these aren't like new or that crazy, like as far as the whole world is concerned, but they're just new to me, all right? And for some reason, this feels worse than a bridge. I don't know why. It just does. A little freaky, but all right. we're almost to the exit, and I'll check in with you guys once we get over there and get checked in. And just for an update, we got 9 minutes left before our 8 hours is up, and we have to take a 30-minute break. So I got to go over there and get docked in before 8 minutes is up. So fingers crossed. All right, I went and checked in. Well, I pulled up and it said check in around the back, so I started to go and check in, and then he goes, I said, hey, where's the best place for me to be out of your way so I can park to check in? And he goes, what do you got? I said, Catfish. He goes, go park in any open dock, I'll get you unloaded right away. All right, cool. That's what I like to hear. I like it. So any open dock, I'm gonna take dock number 6. This is gonna be the easiest one for me to get in and out of. Boom! All right, let's get it in here. I'll catch up with you guys once we get it in the dock. These backing videos that I do when it's just the camera's just looking out the front windshield and staring at me, like turning the wheel all around and stuff, they're always like the worst parts of my videos. So we're gonna cut this one short. See ya. All right, we're in the dock. They're already unloading us. It is really gonna be quick, and I gotta figure out where I'm gonna go after this, where I want to spend the night. So I'll catch up with you guys once we hit the road. All right, they kept their word about getting me out of here quick. I actually had to pull off the dock and then wait for my 30 to be finished. So they unloaded me within my 30-minute break. So now they had less pallets than the next one, than the second stop. But second stop isn't until tomorrow. Oh, why did my there it goes. Now it's refocused. Yeah, next stop isn't until tomorrow night. It's actually technically Monday morning, but it's 1 a.m. So I'll go in there and I'll check in at midnight in Jessup, Maryland. So I am going to go to a truck stop. It's about an hour away. Jessup, Maryland is about 3.5, 4 hours away, depending on the traffic. There's a little bit of traffic today on Saturday afternoon, so I'm going to hold off on doing the I'm gonna hold off on getting up into Maryland, and just kind of do that tomorrow on Sunday. So that's my plan for now. We'll see what happens, but that's kind of what I was thinking anyway, is that I would just not get very far today. I mean, I've already done 485 miles. It's not like we didn't drive, but I just mean I'm not worried about getting up to Maryland. It's Saturday afternoon, so we have, gosh, what does that make it? 30 hours before we have to make our delivery. So we've got a little bit of time to make that 200-something mile drive. So I think we'll be okay. But yeah, so we'll just get down the road a little ways and stop in at a truck stop, and if there's no parking there, I might just try to find myself a hotel. But I'm gonna try to save money. The whole point of coming out here and working my butt off is to make money. I don't want to spend it as I make it. That's not a good plan. Me and my friends started a little coffee stand when I was in high school, and that's where I learned that lesson. All the money we made at the coffee stand, we went inside the convenience store behind us and spent it. It was not a good idea. Not a good idea. Should have. Oh man, there's too many signs here. Too many new signs. Let's see. Don't block the box. Don't block the box. All right. Let's see. Oh, I'm supposed to turn left here. Cool. Well, anyway, yeah, so I learned that lesson the hard way when I was like 15 years old. Me and my two friends had a little coffee stand just for like one summer. It wasn't even the whole summer that we did it, but yeah, we spent all the money we made. I had one friend who was actually disciplined with money, and he came out of it at the end and was like, all right, here's your 40 bucks that I was able to keep you from spending for the whole summer. You know, actually it was probably for like, it was probably on for like a month, but it felt like the whole summer because it was, you know, waking up at butt crack of dawn every day and stuff. It was hardcore, but hardcore for a 15-year-old. I was learning how to become a trucker. But anyway, all right, I'll catch up with you guys when we get to that truck stop, see if there's room for me to park. Started raining, so that's fun. So whoever said that oh, it was Kirk. It's always Kirk. I said I stopped to take a shower because I'm stinky, and he goes, El Hueso needs a shower too, it's stinky. And I'm like, man, El Hueso's been getting showers every single day. Look at this. Every day we get showers out here in the south and in the east and everywhere else except for the west. It's showers, non-stop showers, all the time, thunder showers. So let's go see what we got over here for parking. There's the Loves. So we got two options. If the Pilot's full, we can just go over to the Loves. That's not the truck entrance. Oh, and now I missed the light. Yeah, there's a couple spots back there. We're gonna stop here. All right, this will work perfect. Oh, unless this guy goes and steals my spot right now. No, my spot. Ah. Look what we're gonna have for dinner. Right there. Burger King. Oh, I thought there was a spot. What did I see that made me think there was a spot? Maybe one of those places where there's a trailer? Hey. Alright, I guess there's no spots. Bummer in the summer, man. Looks like there's a couple drop trailers in some spots. I don't know what I saw. Maybe I saw this gap right here between the blue and the... Yeah, there's a bunch of drop trailers in here, man. Maybe those guys just went to watch a movie or something. Probably not. I know a lot of companies, you drop trailers to, let's see, yeah, there's drop trailers everywhere. There's one reserve spot. Let me see if there was something in here. I didn't see if anything was in here. Ha! Alright. Well, we'll pay for parking. I don't care. That guy was coming from Love's, so I'm assuming Love's doesn't have any parking either. That's going to be my assumption. this is where we're gonna cut the video. I'm gonna get some dinner over at Burger King and call it a night. Maybe watch some more Netflix, some Last Chance U on Netflix. It's got language in it, so if you're shy about language, which if you're a truck driver, I don't know how you could be, but maybe you are. Maybe you're a little, sensitive about language. You shouldn't watch that show, but otherwise, it's a really good show. I like it. All right. Plus, it's like that lull between football season, like before football starts. I always start jonesing for football around July, August, and then you get that false little hope about preseason football in the NFL, and then you're like, why do I even care about preseason? Preseason sucks so bad. So, yeah, anyway. All right. Love you guys. Peace out. See you on the next load.
And if I'm at Burger King, after watching all that Cash is King live the other night, I had to get some zesty sauce. Zesty. Come on with it. Cash is King. He's infiltrating my life. I gotta try this zesty sauce, see what's going on with it. See how much zest it actually has.